I did get the results back from my previous swallow study that I did 2 days ago, and guess what? I have silent aspiration. Joy! So my ear, nose, and throat doctor said that I needed to do this second study so that we can figure out exactly what is going on, which muscles aren't working, and what is happening. Basically, silent aspiration is when you aspirate fluid or food into your trachea, which is your windpipe, where it should not be, but you don't have any of the symptoms of aspirating, like coughing and choking and all of that. So she did say that I am at a significantly higher risk for lung infections and pneumonia. Well, it's good to know that now that I am 5 months post-op. So, in my opinion, I should have been referred to a speech language pathologist immediately after surgery. This should not have gone on for 5 months. So my advice to you is that if you have this surgery, just get into the ENT as soon as you can, because otherwise you might end up like me and be one of between 10 to 30% of patients who have dysphagia or swallowing difficulties for months after surgery. And this apparently could last for months. It could last for years. So yeah, I really hope that we can find a solution, because being able to swallow food is one of those little joys in life that you don't realize are joyful until you can't do it. Whew, okay, deep breaths. Wish me luck. I'm headed inside. Yay, I'm back from my video fluoroscopic barium swallow study. Whew, that's a mouthful. I survived. It wasn't that bad. Actually, it wasn't bad at all. It's just a little gross. So what they do is, once again, you put on the hospital gown. There are several cups, like I'm going to show you here, of liquids of different textures and consistencies. And there's like barium pudding, and then there are a couple of barium liquids that are different textures, and then there's a graham cracker. And so what you do is you sit down and in a chair that's draped with a sheet, and then there's this wall on one side that's green, and then they pull out the other wall, which is where the x-ray, I don't know, it's an x-ray thing, so they line that up with your head, get you all squared away, and then they start giving you things to try. So the first one was a really thin barium liquid, and they tell you when to swallow, and you do it by spoonful first, and then you do it by drinks, and then, you know, it goes from there. They try other different consistencies of barium, and then they do barium pudding, and let me tell you, you haven't lived until you have eaten barium pudding. Blah! They make you do it a couple different times with each of the different things as they're tracking your swallowing live with an x-ray. That part is really cool because you can watch it go down. And then probably the worst of it, let's see, they did some mixed fruit with barium, and then they did, oh, this was gross, a graham cracker dipped in barium pudding. Yeah, that was great. So the speech language pathologist will go over the results with you, and she actually called me over, and I was able to see. Now, if you look and watch my swallow, you see the liquid, super thin liquid, goes down okay, but then as it gets thicker, you see there's residual liquid, and I have to swallow multiple times to get it down. If you watch carefully, you will see how the liquid splits into an upside down V, and that is some of the fluid getting into my trachea, but then upon the next swallow, it gets ejected from my trachea and goes back into my esophagus, which is where it belongs. So that was really cool to see. But it actually didn't take very long. I was in and out in about a half an hour. Okay, so I guess my next step is just to wait for the ear, nose, and throat physician to give me a call back after she has had a chance to review both of the studies. And actually, I am recording this a couple days after that, and I did get a call back from my ear, nose, and throat doctor, and she has referred me to a neurologist because it looks like the nerves in the back of my throat that are supposed to be responding to the flap that keeps food and beverages from getting trapped in your trachea is not working right, and they think the nerves might not be working. So guess what? I get to go to the neurologist now. Oh, fun! Anyway, I'm Amy Giaquinto. I'm Mama Fix It. Please hang in there with me as I go through this ACDF surgery recovery. Thank you so much for all of your support. I love all of you. Thank you. And if you like my videos, please be sure to like and subscribe. And one more tip. Those of you going through the barium swallow studies, please make sure you drink a lot of water and then consider taking a laxative. Barium can kind of ball up and constipate the heck out of you. So with that, I'll leave you until next time. Bye!